Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to Dalhousie University Spring Convocation. My name is Kim Brooks. I'm the Acting Provost and Vice President Academic, and I'll be guiding us through today's ceremonies. It's with great pleasure that I ask Elders Christmas and La Bilowa to deliver the traditional Mi'kmaq welcome.
Kue me lau lo tio. Hol jasi be jayo. Hol jasi mara pe ma jibu ko pan ekna ma sit ha gnu de ma sit. Ha kana luk sis nuk sabon nuk. Ha jik sabon nuk. Ha jik jok pe banim kiso ke bon muk sino. E bon mano gig mana. Bon mano sit wan danu da bon ma sit. And so tell him, well, I'll say, the day you will kiss kick. God may no die kiss person. Kiss person. Pugong to die clam on Caswell, book Jordan, little young, again, Nova Scotia. A hard joke, come said one, hold your hand, I sunk away in the bit had modio. I welcome each and every one of you. I'm very happy to see all these students, all these people graduate from their respective programs. They too will lead us in the future. They will help our people to help themselves. I ask the Creator for lots of rain because we need it. Not us personally, but the peoples who have suffered because of this fire. This fire is really unnecessary, albeit it's the way nature goes, I guess. But I hope and pray that everybody is safe while you're here in Halifax and Dartmouth. And here's Anne, La Bilowa.
Kwe, congratulations. It's a big task, believe me. I am experiencing that because I'm a student also myself, so great job. And great job to the parents, the grandparents, and everyone else who helped everybody to get through, because it takes each other. It takes each other to get us through just one day, you know. So always remember, if it gets rough, you have your breath. And your breath is very sacred because we don't breathe on our own. We were given this breath of life for a very special reason, and that's how special each and every one of you are, as everyone else that is here also. So my ancestors, welcome your ancestors here today, and they always prayed for the generations to come. So it's a wonderful thing to be able to encourage our children to go on and to give them strength and hope, because it's a beautiful, beautiful world, and we're incredible, incredible creation. So have a wonderful day.
Dalhousie University is located in Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Lenape. We are all treaty people. There are three components to this statement. The first is the acknowledgement of the land Dalhousie sits on, that it's part of Mi'kmaq, the territory of the Lenape. The second is the acknowledgement of the territory as both ancestral and unceded, recognizing that the peace and friendship treaties signed between the British Crown and the Mi'kmaq did not involve surrender of land. Finally, we are all treaty people reflects that peace and friendship treaties apply to all parties involved, Indigenous and settler alike. At Dalhousie, we continue to work on and build on these critically important relationships and friendships, and we remain committed to the Truth and Reconciliation Report. We recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched that part of Mi'kmaq known as Nova Scotia for over 400 years. Although African Nova Scotians came to the province through enslavement or through fleeing enslavement elsewhere, We are thankful to the Indigenous and African Nova Scotian faculty members, staff, students, administrators, and elders who partner with us in developing and enhancing pathways and admissions guidelines, curriculum, welcoming spaces, and community partnerships. We know that we have much more to do to transform our colonial past to a future of inclusive excellence. Let me also acknowledge the state of emergency in Halifax and the evacuations in the Tantallon and Shelburne areas. Our hearts are with our friends and community who are so deeply affected. I have some good news and some bad news. You've studied anatomy and neurobiology, biophysics, community health and epidemiology, neuroscience, medicine, physiology and biophysics, pathology, pharmacology, and psychiatry, and I am a tax lawyer. I cannot pretend to imagine the hard work and dedication it took to find yourselves in this auditorium this morning, but I do know this: we so badly need you. We cannot fill shifts at hospitals, rural communities are closing emergency departments and intensive care units, doctors have been burning the proverbial candle at both ends, and the mental health conditions for health practitioners are in some cases stark. Supply chain challenges and rising costs of living are playing havoc with the social determinants of health. AI has created new possibilities and also new challenges in the design of medicine and delivery of medical care. Shifting our attention to focus on COVID-19 meant all kinds of other health projects and research that were, of course, urgent before COVID-19 were paused or delayed or halted. There are countries where the combination of lack of medical supplies, trained healthcare professionals, and financial crises create the perfect conditions for more world health disasters, and quite possibly Canada is in that group of countries. About 150,000 Nova Scotians lack a family doctor, and Europe is running out of medicine. And you thought you'd enroll in programs at Dal's Faculty of Medicine. I bet you're not sure whether that was the good news or the bad news. Here's the other piece of news. I want each of you to think about one person you admire. It can be any type of person. It can be your grandma, Buffy St. Marie, Edward Jenner, or Meredith Grey. I'll make an absolute bet that the people you're thinking about have one commonality. I'll bet that there are people who put enormous effort in pursuit of something they cared about. Enormous effort in pursuit of something they cared about. They might put that effort into their families, their hobbies, their communities, or their workplaces. I suspect that most of the people you turned your mind to, people you admire, are people who put effort into all parts of their lives. It is such a simple thing: effort. I don't know why it took me so long in life to realize that effort was the secret sauce. Why someone didn't tell me that earlier in life. Yes, I know this is a room filled with parents, grandparents, guardians, aunties, and so on, and you all said, put some effort into it. Every day. Maybe we don't talk that much about the value of putting effort into things you care about because it's sort of depressing. I'd much rather not put effort into things. In my mind, my strong preference would be to sit on the couch with a bag of chips, especially those Cape Cod sweet mesquite barbecue chips. They are truly delicious. But when I sit on the couch eating chips for at least a moment, things are blissful, but the bliss doesn't last beyond the bag. Maybe we don't talk about effort because it's boring. Celebrating little victories, work-life balance, being creative, doing what you love. Those sound like exciting pieces of advice about life. When someone says to me, you should celebrate the little victories, find work-life balance, be creative, or do what you love, I feel like right on. You bet I am going to do that. When someone says you should put effort into things you care about, I start thinking about the chips. So what does this have to do with you graduating as you are today from the Faculty of Medicine at Dalhousie? You are doctors of medicine, masters of science, or PhDs. The world is hungry for your talents. You can develop your passions, the things you care about, in all manner of directions, and we will need them all. You might find joy in spending time getting to know your patients, ensuring that our medical research projects are responsive to the needs of Black communities, perfecting technical procedures in brains, excelling at hospital administration. You know that that's what I do, right? Like, not in a hospital, but it's awesome. Figuring out how to deploy your talents in collaboration with Indigenous communities, conducting vital research on refinements to vaccinations, or bringing your skills to humanity to counseling youth with addictions. Or You could give birth to little beings during your convocation. So I'm going to ask now that we say hi to Adriana. You likely believe that you have been here at Dalhousie training in the list of subject areas I mentioned at the outset, but that is only, of course, partly true. I believe we've also been supporting your development as people who put effort into things they care passionately about. And so I can make this promise to you: if you dedicate the kind of effort you have put into your studies here, into whatever comes next in your lives, you will find joy and meaning and purpose. And sometimes, here I'm going to share some sort of painful and even more depressing secret with you. If you put effort into the things that you aren't 100% passionate about, you will grow passionate about those things too. Notice I said earlier, I am a tax lawyer. And you will find joy and meaning and purpose. The world needs you, and I have enormously high expectations for you. Thank you for spending your time with us. I'm not sure whether that was the good news part or the bad news part. But here is definitely a good news part. Today we celebrate. It's the day of celebrations, the day of completions, the day of new beginnings, and as we proceed with the presentation of diplomas and degrees, we want the ceremony to reflect the celebration that we are experiencing today and not get too formal. So please feel free to show your enthusiasm and cheer for our newest members of the Dalhousie alumni family. You can post photos and selfies for friends and families. You can use the hashtag Dalgrad, and Convocation is being recorded primarily for Adriana, but also for those of you who need to see things a few times. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce those individuals who will be participating during the ceremony. When I call your name, please rise and remain standing if you are able. Elders Christmas and Labilowa, who gave the traditional Mi'kmaq welcome a few moments ago. Scott Bryson, our Chancellor. Dr. Frank Harvey, Acting President and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Louise Spiteri, Chair of Senate. Dr. David Anderson, Dean, Faculty of Medicine. Let's do that one again. Dr. David Anderson, Dean, Faculty of Medicine. Dr. Valerie Chapp, Associate Dean of Students and Postdoctoral Fellows, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Francesca DeCara, recipient of the President Research Excellent Award and the University Beadle for this ceremony. Nick Bennett, graduating student with the Faculty of Medicine, who's going to read the oath. Dr. Ron Stewart, recipient of a Dalhousie honorary degree in 2017, here today to give the convocation address on behalf of Dr. Kane and Dr. Edward J. Kane, honorary degree recipient. I'll ask the front row to take a seat, and I'll ask the members of the faculty and staff at the Faculty of Medicine to please stand if you are on the stage or in the audience. These are the people who have spent time with you, who have cared about you in your time here in Dalhousie, and who are so delighted to join us today to celebrate your accomplishments. It's our chance to say thank you. I'd also like to welcome and acknowledge Dalhousie alumni from the class of 1970. It is so nice to have you join us in celebrating your 50th anniversary. All right, it's my turn now, and great pleasure to introduce Acting President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Dr. Frank Harvey, who will give some opening and welcome remarks.
I don't know who scheduled me to come after Kim, but we're going to have to change that for the remaining 19 convocations. Chancellor Scott Bryson, VP Academic and Provost Kim Brooks, Elders Christmas and Labilowa, thank you again for that beautiful welcome to Mi'kma'ki. Dean David Anderson. Kim and I have been doing that for all the convocations so far, for all the deans. Friends and family, members of the academic procession, honored guests, and most importantly, our graduates. It is such an honor for me to be part of this important ceremony today and to have the privilege of serving as Dalhousie's acting president. Before I go any further, I'd like to acknowledge that we are all deeply saddened and concerned about the fires in Tantallon and Hammonds Plains and the state of emergency that has now been declared by the City of Halifax. I know I speak on behalf of everyone here today and our entire Dalhousie community. Our thoughts are with the families and the friends and the colleagues who've been forced to evacuate their homes, including many members of our Dal community. We've reached out to our students and our faculty and staff to help facilitate supports and accommodations for individuals who've been affected, and we are continuing to monitor the situation to see where we can help with further assistance. To our graduates today, many of you are likely working your way through a range of different and powerful emotions. For some, sadness at leaving your Dal community and your colleagues and your many close friends. Perhaps for others, relief at having completed an extraordinarily difficult medical degree and program. Certainly gratitude for having the support of so many amazing people. Many are here today who've supported you with their love and their advice along the way. But above all, I hope you feel pride. Convocation marks the culmination of years of very, very hard work, and your hard work deserves to be formally recognized and acknowledged and celebrated. Kim went through her list of the amazing things that you've accomplished through your program. I'm going to add a few more data points. You've spent hundreds of hours in classes, tutorials, labs, rounds, and clinics. You've read and retained data and information from thousands of pages of medical text, journals, research reports. You've written and studied hundreds of pages of notes extracted from those classes and texts. You've obviously acquired a comprehensive understanding of human anatomy, physiology, pathology, pharmacology. You've invested hundreds of hours compiling patient histories, clinical assessments, treatment plans to reassure and comfort patients and their families through, I suspect, very complicated and I'm sure pressure-inducing medical cases and scenarios. You've successfully completed a number of formative and summative exams, including national board and licensing exams. You've successfully completed your research in medicine project, volunteered hundreds of hours to support pandemic-related activities. You've worked and studied on the front lines in your clerkship years in supporting health and healthcare delivery throughout the Maritime provinces, and you prepared yourself for residency positions across the country to begin the next phases of your careers. And again, this deserves repeating. You did all of this while navigating a global pandemic, which required extraordinary and truly inspiring levels of resilience, perseverance, and dedication. And I am sure many of you dealt with your own personal crises, perhaps crises and losses tied to the pandemic. These are some of the reasons that we're celebrating today. These are only some of the reasons your family and your friends and your profs and your colleagues and your patients and their families and our entire Dalhousie community are so incredibly proud of you. These are the reasons that you inspire us. So feel free to make some noise. Congratulations. Convocation also signifies the transition from being a successful med student to becoming a Dal alumni, joining an international network of over 155,000 Dalhousie graduates who themselves have gone on to make significant contributions and to make a significant difference by serving their communities around the world. As a university, we obviously take immense pride in the success of our graduates, but we are also fully committed to becoming an even stronger university by building on our promise to students, our promise to faculty and researchers and our communities, our ongoing commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion. In essence, building on our reputation and our legacy so that the value of your degree, what it means to have a degree from Dalhousie, will continue to appreciate and grow over time. That is our promise and our commitment to our alumni. Thank you for choosing Dal. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your educational journey. Enjoy this moment and please stay in touch. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, President Harvey. Will graduates please rise? Chancellor Bryson, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees upon those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto those candidates who have fulfilled the requirement of that degree and whose names have been approved by the Senate. Admito vos ad gradum. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to invite the Faculty of Medicine class of 2023 to stand. I'd like to invite one of your classmates, Nick Bennett, to join and lead our graduates in the Hippocratic Oath. Members of the audience and platform party who also have a medicine degree are invited to join in reciting the oath provided on page 8 of your program. Nick.
Thank you, Dean Anderson. The Hippocratic Oath has served as a guide of conduct for the medical profession through the ages. As early as the 5th century BC, Hippocrates recognized medicine as a profession heralding service to patients, learners, and society while maintaining the highest standards of professionalism. Today, the class of 2023 wishes to take the oath to declare their commitment to the principles of Hippocrates' Code of Ethic. Their declaration will be as essential to their identity as physicians as the Doctor of Medicine degree they will receive today. Let us begin. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I tread with care in matters of life and death. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Welcome to the honorable profession of medicine.
Thank you, Nick. We have been witnesses to your pledge and hope that you will continue to hold these principles throughout your careers.
I now call upon Dr. David Anderson, Dean, Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Valerie Chapp, Associate Dean, Faculty of Grad Studies, and Ella McDonald, an orator and alum from the Fountain School of Performing Arts, to present the candidates who are here today receiving degrees.
Chancellor Bryson, I am honored to present to you the following candidates on behalf of the Faculty of Medicine who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Ajiza Ahmed. Abdul Hadi Alajmi. Juliana Sana Ali. Dawood Al-Matar. Nicole Yvonne Atkins. Yi Mon Ang. Lily Kathleen Barton. Nicholas Connor Bennett. Catherine Ann Berkness. Paul Alex Bissonette. Adrian Elizabeth Bory. Riley Joshua Bowker. Joni Broussard on behalf of Adriana Marie Broussard, who's currently in labor. Emily Jean Burbage. Luke Tracy Burke. Alvin Kawan Chan. Bridget Allison Chan. Carmen Ching Hui Yi. Michael Vidura Coldwell. Emily Marta Camo. Brianne Marie Crookshank. Claudia Elizabeth Cullinan. Koi Dao. Laura Riley Davidson. Sienna Sydney Davis. Alyssa Colleen Dickinson. Sage Lynn Dixon. Jacob Dorr. Andrew Duffy. Brett Daniel Ells. Samuel Robert Fellows. Martha Ellen Foley. Sarah Ann Galley. Soon Jian Gun. Megumi Ann Gates. Nardine Grace. Brianna Kelly Virginia Hargreaves. Cody Harper. Kalpesh Ketan Hatti. Sebastian Joseph Eric Hebert. Troy William Ray Hillier. David Mark Douglas Hodson. Kevin Hodson. Christine Alicia Claire Howie. Bright Huo. Kaylee Ashton Jabor. Jessica Ann Gilbert Johnson. Casey Michael Arthur Jones. Alexander Jordan. Taylor Elizabeth Jordan. Manolas Aitel Karkada. Haruka Diana Kashiwai. Kristen Robin Coe. Shazeen Alnoor Abdul Malik Lalani. Gina Lamont. Jeffrey Landrigan. Courtney Alyssa Langell. Jonathan Lazarev. Gavin Max Liffman. Lulu Liu. Christopher Robert Leafsky. Chow Yu Long. Beth Ellen McDonald. Tyler Matthew McDonald. Sarah Elizabeth McDougall. Kathleen Margaret McMillan. Emma Elizabeth McDermott. Olivia McKee Muir. Regan Ann McCoe. Jenna Melissa Marr. Victoria Jane Mercer. Nagy McHale. Louise Alexandra Moody. W. Alexander Mosier. Daniel George Muller. Ryland Murphy. Michelle Nabil Nader. Christopher Barry O'Grady. Mark Joshua Campbell O'Reilly. Heather Barbara Oland. Jessie Marie Pappin. Ellen Parker. Cameron John Penny. Eric Keith Perry Plant. Adam Christopher Pomeroy and Owen and Oliver. Emily Poole. Eric Poon. Liam Simon Power. Tavia Michelle Raish Marsden. Hillary Jane Margaret Roberts. Nicholas Alain Scaines Robichaud. Mark Allen Rogers and children Mary, Ella, Charles, and John. Samantha Marie Rogers. Katie Ross.
Sunil Ruparelia.
Michaela Lee Sabian. Lua Samimi. Erin Margaret Sampson with the Stewart Gold Medal in Medicine. Sidra Sarfaraz. Mariana Grace Saunders with the Andrew James Cowie Memorial Medal. Ryan Michael Schatz. Anna Kathleen Gallagher Scheidler. Sina Sidiri. Romy Esther Siegel. Seema Sharma. Jeremy Thomas Slater. Aula Olua Shobodu. Sophie Stark. Jajin Tong. Billy Sam Tulaney. Angela Tsai. Ella Gwen Kathleen Vermeer. Rebecca Jane Visser. Jenny Shuaijin Wang. Lara Lynn Westhaver. Maysoon Dafala Yusuf. Chancellor Bryson, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Doctor of Medicine. Chancellor Bryson, I am honored to present to you, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the Master of Science. Erica Rachel Seelman. Master of Science, Physiology and Biophysics, Supervisor Dr. Ketal Chowdhury. Christina Norma Torrealba, Epidemiology and Applied Health Research, Supervisor Yukiko Asada. Chancellor Bryson, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Science.
Chancellor Bryson, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is the highest degree earned that is awarded by the university. It represents the culmination of a long achievement, educational achievement by the candidates. I'm very pleased to present to you the following candidates who, through thesis and examination, have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Chancellor Bryson, the awarding of degree of philosophy, Doctor of Philosophy, is really representing a long collaboration and completed collaboration between the student and their thesis advisor. So we are very pleased today to also recognize the supervisors of those candidates and to ask them to stand, present the parchment to their PhD graduates once they've been through hooding. And I will also ask our new PhD degree graduates to join the faculty on stage.
Jonathan Stewart Bailey, Doctor of Philosophy in Physiology and Biophysics, under Dr. Alex Quinn. Namit Sunil Hole, Doctor of Philosophy in Pathology under Shashi Gujar. Aniko Malik, Doctor of Philosophy and Medical Research under Dr. Thomas Izakutz. Chancellor Bryson, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Come back, Ella. Ella. Let's thank Ella McDonald. It's my pleasure to call on Dean David Anderson to present the recipient of the C.B. Stewart Gold Medal in Medicine.
I'd like to ask Dr. Aaron Sampson to join me on the podium. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the Dalhousie Class of 2023 C.B. Stewart Gold Medal in Medicine recipient, Dr. Aaron Sampson. This award recognizes Dr. Sampson's exceptional academic achievements as she has demonstrated the highest level of excellence in her medical education. Hailing from the town of Lewisdale in Richmond County, Dr. Sampson completed her undergraduate degree at St. FX University, where she earned a Bachelor of Sciences in Human Kinetics with a minor in Health Sciences. Throughout her time at Dalhousie, Dr. Sampson has distinguished herself as an exceptional student, earning not only the C.B. Stewart Gold Medal, she also graduates with an MD with distinction, the Mabel E. Googe Prize, and the Graham Gwynn Memorial Prize in Neurology. In addition to her academic pursuits, Dr. Sampson has served as an executive member of the Sexual Health Outreach Program, and she generously shared her knowledge and experience as a mentor for the Rural Outreach Mentorship Initiative, guiding high school students from rural areas on their path to higher education and careers in medicine. As we celebrate Dr. Sampson's remarkable achievements today, we also extend our congratulations on her acceptance into the Dalhousie Neurology Residency Program, which she will embark on July 1st. Undoubtedly, she'll continue to shine as a compassionate and talented doctor, making a significant impact in the field of neurology. Mr. Chancellor, I give you Dr. Aaron Sampson.
Graduates, it's clear that you're pretty awesome. Also clear that you probably didn't get here on your own, so I'm going to ask you to please rise, turn and face the folks who are here as your champions and supporters and give them a rousing thanks.
Conferring an honorary degree is the highest honor a university bestows. I now call upon Dr. Louise Spiteri, Chair of Senate, to present the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Dr. Kane, will you please rise? That sounds like an emergency alert. Emergency care comes into our lives at our most vulnerable moments, whether it's for a family member, a friend, or ourselves. And in those moments, every second counts. The seconds, minutes, and hours of Dr. Edward Kane's career as a physician, advocate, and researcher have been fully dedicated to emergency medicine. His unwavering commitment not only to his own medical practice, but also to the development of the field of paramedicine has saved many lives. Today, we are proud to honor his impressive achievements with this honorary degree, recognizing a legacy of impact in acute care that extends throughout Nova Scotia and beyond. Dr. Kane graduated from the University of Ottawa in 1977 and completed his residency at Dalhousie University in 1979, before going on to practice emergency medicine, first at Halifax Infirmary Hospital and then at Victoria General Hospital. He then became the director of the emergency department at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Prince Edward Island. In the mid-1980s, Dr. Kane became one of the inaugural Royal College Fellows in Emergency Medicine in Canada. He practiced emergency medicine at QE2 Health Sciences Centre for many years, where he became known and admired for his deep commitment to patient care. Dr. Kane has been described by his colleagues as a true pioneer, responsible for massive changes in how emergency services are delivered. In line with the latest evidence and research, he developed and improved standards, protocols, and training for emergency healthcare providers. He was instrumental in the creation of the Paramedic Act, a piece of legislation that provided the groundwork and legal authority for paramedicine to become a self-regulating profession. His research into community paramedicine enabled paramedics to expand the scope of service to include primary health needs, particularly in rural and remote areas. His widely cited scholarship has improved how life-saving medicine is applied, notably to heart attack patients in the field, and has been used to develop new paramedic roles to address capacity and access to the healthcare system. Dr. Kane has served as an advocate and consultant in Canada and internationally in Cuba, Trinidad and Tobago, Russia, and other countries. Throughout his rich and varied career, Dr. Kane has amassed a depth and breadth of knowledge that he has generously shared with students, mentees, and colleagues. He has been actively involved in the training of future emergency physicians as an examiner for the Royal College of Physicians. he has participated in the training of medical students and residents, nurses and paramedics, including as an associate professor in Dalhousie's Faculty of Medicine. He has held numerous roles in emergency health services for the Nova Scotia and New Brunswick governments, and has acted as a consultant for the paramedic program at the Justice Institute in British Columbia. For his contributions, he has been recognized with the Dr. Ron Stewart Award by the National Association of EMS Physicians and the Health Promotion Award by Doctors Nova Scotia. In celebration of his outstanding contributions to emergency medicine as a practitioner and advocate, and his leadership and commitment to educating and mentoring the next generation of healthcare providers, I ask you, Chancellor Bryson, in the name of the Senate, to bestow upon Dr. Edward Kane the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Dr. Edward J. Kane. By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Kane, and thank you for your service.
Dr. Ron Stewart is a valued colleague and friend of Dr. Edward Kane. Dr. Kane is somewhat restricted due to his Parkinson's disease diagnosis and has requested that Dr. Stewart read his convocation address on his behalf.
Acting President Harvey, Chancellor Bryson, members of the faculty and colleagues, families and friends of the graduates, members of the medical class of 2023. I am deeply honored to be with you this morning, not only to receive this tribute, but also to have been given the opportunity of celebrating with you the major milestone in your personal and professional lives. Today, this formal celebration recognizes not only your achievement, but marks the beginning of the next phase in preparation for your life's work as a physician, residency. You will find yourself as a clinician with increased responsibilities, expectations inherent in that role, while simultaneously assuming a variety of other roles as well: leader, health advocate, collaborator. It is your role as resident scholar, which includes the teaching and mentoring of medical and other students in the health professions, that I would like to address first. The responsibilities these roles entail are in themselves the basis of what is expected of the modern physician: continuous learning, teaching, and research. You will recognize quickly that your own learning will depend not only on physician leaders in your specialty, but on the nursing and other members of the healthcare team. I trust that after clerkship, You have already recognized the value of nurse partners in enriching your educational and professional experience. This will continue throughout your practice life. The conferring of your MD degree today does not insulate you from misjudgments or errors, which we all as humans are prone to make. What these past 4 years at Dalhousie have sought to do is to provide you with the knowledge and skill to avoid errors while providing a system of support by which you share decision-making with those more experienced in the art and science of medicine. As a physician, you will gradually assume supervision of students in partnership with more senior colleagues and experienced practitioners. You will gradually grow in confidence as you, with their help, hone your craft and practice the essence of medicine, caring for the sick and vulnerable. In medicine, as in life, no one and nothing is perfect. However, learning to recognize your strengths and limitations is doable and necessary to the practice of that art we call medicine. As you enter this next phase of your education, it is crucial to recognize the major challenges faced currently in the delivery of health care and how those challenges will influence both your learning environments and your practice. No doubt, over the last 4 undergraduate years, you have been exposed to the weaknesses of our system, our frequent inability to meet the expectations of our patients and families, of ourselves, and the resultant sense of frustration we all experience at one time or another. None of us can avoid these issues. However, residency provides you the opportunity to refine your skills as a health advocate, a leader, and communicator, thereby positioning you to make a difference in the system in your own way. We need also to recognize that we are indeed part of a team from which we ourselves can derive support and reassurance. Do not let the long-developing deficiencies in our health system distract or discourage you from what medicine is at its core, caring for others as best we can. And that caring includes our colleagues and ourselves. Indeed, we cannot expect to practice good medicine if we ourselves are troubled or unhealthy in mind, body, or both. So take time for yourselves, for friends, for family, for hobbies, whatever means you have found that relaxes or removes you from the stress and demands of everyday practice life. But you, ladies and gentlemen, are unique as a group. You are among the first DalMed graduates who stand on the edge of what has been described as a true revolution in medical diagnostics and treatment, the world of artificial intelligence, AI. People using computers to self-diagnose and possibly self-treat is already a reality. Dr. Google's waiting room is full, despite the advice of people like ourselves from either government ministries, healthcare advocates, or physician groups who advise just to Google it. But within the last year, we suddenly realize that AI has beat us to the punch. With new artificial intelligence chatbots designed to augment clinical assessment, chatbots could become a standard adjunctive tool in clinical diagnostics to reduce errors which currently are estimated in practice to range from 10 to 15% or more. Indeed, this brave new medical world is already here. Speak to the radiologists who use it and the AI algorithms to help them often in those tasks such as cranial hemorrhage and pulmonary blood clots. You are a generation of physicians who will sort much of this out. We are not. It is our time to cheer you on and to hope for the best. But it is your job to determine how AI programs are best used in patient care, how they can be improved, and how we can guard against the risk of distancing us from the humanity we must show to patients we care for. This is both an exciting challenge and an opportunity to expand our diagnostic and leadership skills using AI and to examine the core values of medicine which must govern the practice of what is our art. It is my profound wish that the practice of medicine will be for each of you a deeply rewarding privilege of linking yourself to the human condition in all its trials, tribulations, but occasional victories. But never forget, you are human too. And you're expected to do your best, but never to stumble. All of us share this in common. You are beginning now a lifelong commitment to lifelong learning and service, often dependent on colleagues and mentors, still, as you go forward. You will never know everything. As physicians, we are destined to be perpetual learners. But we must never forget the sage reminder of a down-to-earth physician philosopher who once said, "It's not what you don't know that will get you into trouble, but what you think you know that ain't so." Thank you and Godspeed.
Our time together at this conversation, chat to yourselves, at this convocation ceremony is coming to a close. Graduates, as you leave the auditorium today, there will be someone from our Alumni Association there who will be handing you an alumni pin as a gift on your way out of the ceremony, and I hope you wear it with pride. I'm going to now invite Maddie Bateson and Chloe Dion, Dalhousie Voice students, to come for the singing of their national anthem. I'll ask folks to please rise.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. We keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada,
Give me the manage, don't delio no thing. Nigga much good, my we done it. Give me the manage, don't what a big soul thing. Nigga much good. Abahon madultinet, abahon madultinet, dan gisuk eliga haluk sigu ulau si amo we aheu we yo we ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he Don't what a big soul did. Nigga much good. Abahon madultinet. Abahon madultinet. Dan gisuk eliga haluk sigu ulau si amo. We aheu. We yo we. Don't what a big soul did. Nigga much good. Abahon madultinet. Abahon madultinet. Dan gisuk eliga haluk sigu ulau si amo. We aheu. We oh we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya he yo we yo we ha ya ya we yo he yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya we yo he ha ya ya we yo he ha ya he yo. Give me the manage, don't delio no thing. Nigga much good, my we done it. Give me the manage, don't Majdo Abahon Madultine Abahon Madultine Dan Gisul Teliga Luxigo Ulau Sipamo Wea Heu